Bob Woodward, thank you so much for being with us. I don't think your the title of a book has ever been more appropriate than what happened last night, from Donald Trump yelling throughout the entire debate, interrupting, and then sending a message to the white boys to stand back, and the Proud Boys to stand back and stand by. What were your thoughts on the debate?
Well, the first is I spent lots of this year listening to Trump, talking to him for hours. And what's interesting, so many of these things he said last night, he has said before. In fact, I think he said almost nothing original last night. What does that tell us? He did not prepare for the debate. He figured, I'll just wing it. And of course, winging it describes his presidency. He has not planned, he is not organized, he's obsessed with winning re-election. I think what we saw last night is he has no idea how to win. He has no idea to reach out to people. There was Biden saying, half a dozen times, talking to the voters, saying, I'm going to do this, I promise this, and so forth. Was it a perfect performance? No, but you've got to put yourself in the place of somebody who has to actually go out and make a decision and who to vote for. And Trump is on a rant, in a rage, I've never seen anything like it. Of course, none of us have, because I don't think it's ever happened before. And how you get control of the debate process, as people have been pointing out, how do you get control of the vote counting process? What are we headed toward? Laid over all of this, what Steve Ratner was pointing out, the economy is not good. This is not a good time for people, particularly for American workers. Then you lay into this the issue of the virus. Trump has, again, wing it, no plan, absorb random information, not really think it through. It is, in a sense, I don't want to overstate this, but he is assassinating the presidency. The job of a president is protect the people, tell the truth, provide some sort of moral compass, hey, this is why we're doing it. This is where we're going. I spent a lot of time talking to him over the this year about that, and he will give out words, but there's nothing behind it, and that was revealed last night. So, embarrassment, sadness, and people who are going to have to unwind some of this and make sense of our democracy in the coming 4 months before the next president takes office, and it might be Trump. Certainly it might be Trump. Big mess on our hands. Always the question is, are the institutions up to it? And I have to vote doubt on that. I don't know whether we have a process or leadership out there that can gather the remnants that are on the floor that Trump has shredded, just absolutely shredded and ignored, and put it back together. Sorry to be a pessimist.
No, Bob Woodward saying Donald Trump is, quote, assassinating the presidency. That'll stop you in your tracks this morning.
Thanks for checking out MSNBC on YouTube, and make sure you subscribe to stay up to date on the day's biggest stories. And you can click on any of the videos around us to watch more from Morning Joe and MSNBC. Thanks so much for watching.